I'm certain you do know that the basis of all cognition is the logical ability to make reasonable generalizations, don't you?
I do.
That is why there are two terms, hyponym and hyperonym. A hyponym is a concept that expresses a particular entity in relation to another, more general concept. A hyperonym is a word with a broader meaning that expresses a generic concept, the name of a class of objects, properties, or attributes. For example, the word thief is a hyperonym in relation to the word fraudster, and fraudster, in turn, is a hyperonym in relation to the word embezzler, and vice versa. Embezzler is a hyponym in relation to the word fraudster, and fraudster, also swindler, is a hyponym in relation to the word thief. Or, for instance, another hyperonym, a killer. At first glance, this is just a criminal who ends someone's life, especially violently, using a gun, knife, etc. A more specific word is a murderer, who does the same, especially after planning.
She suddenly realized that the entire circle of her opponents were plotting to murder her for her investigations.
The word an assassin is even more significant. It's a killer of an important person for political reasons.
The prominent political leader was assassinated in the very center of the city.
A slaughterer literally means a butcher in a slaughterhouse, but figuratively it means a criminal who is the instigator of a bloodbath, because he considers the people to be cattle and cannon fodder and fertilizer for the so-called superpower.
The world watched genocide happening in the country, but we were too busy worrying about our own needs to look up and call anyone to stop the slaughter.
According to the law, this type of criminal act is particularly serious. The sanction provides for imprisonment from 10 to 20 years, as well as the more severe penalty, the life imprisonment, as well as the death penalty, although currently there is a moratorium on the execution of the death sentence, so it is replaced by life imprisonment. Also, according to the law, along with the perpetrator, the organizer, the instigator, and the henchman are recognized as accomplices to the crime. The organizer is a person who organized the commission of a crime or directed its execution, as well as a person who created a criminal organization or led it. An accomplice is a person who assisted in the commission of a crime, including providing media support. It is all these acts that are designated by the hyperonym a killer. In English grammar, the definite article the is often used with object nouns in the singular, not to indicate certainty, but to show that a particular object or person is a representative of a class of similar ones, without losing its tangibility and without becoming a purely abstract concept. This is how hyperonyms often get grammatical formalization and become a grammar feature. That's what you're saying, isn't it? Do you think so?
I do.
By the way, as one English proverb says, if the cap fits, wear it, which means if you take this remark personally, well, you know better. And this is not a kindergarten name-calling. Apropos, the thief and the swindler are also hyperonyms. You know what I mean.